Do you hate monsters like Sphere Kribo?
Yes!
Like Kiteroid?
Yes!
How about traps? We hate traps. They're all over the place. Look at that. Most popular traps, Karma Cut, we hate that. Well, how about we play an anti-monster, anti-trap deck? It's time to whip out Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. Let's go.
Yay!
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
How is Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon anti-monster and anti-trap? Well, it is a sentence that is said here where it says, if this card attacks, your opponent's spell, trap, cards, and monster effects cannot be activated. So that's the main thing you want to look at here, is you declare an attack, everything is shut down. No Karma Cut, no Sphere Kribo, no Kiteroid, no Battling Boxer Veil, but Dkayed, they're going to Karma Cut before you attack. You're right. So that's why you're going to use a card like, boom, Ancient Gear Fortress. During the turn your Ancient Gear is summoned, it cannot be targeted by Karma Cut. It cannot be targeted by any other trap. It cannot be targeted by any card effects the turn they're summoned. So you're going to summon your reactor with a fortress face up. Can't be Karma Cut, you're going to attack, then they can't Sphere Kribo, nothing. Now also, we have a lot of anti-back row cards. We have Galaxy Cyclone, pop a back row, also pop our own face up. We also have Double Cyclone, pop our back row to pop their cards. So this deck is, in addition to popping your opponent's back row, popping your back row. If you pop your Gear Town, or you pop your Fortress, you get to summon your Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. If you pop your Gear Town, this could summon from the deck, from the grave, wherever it is besides being banished, it will summon. So you're already thinking, what do you do about Breaker? What do you do about Galaxy Cyclone if you don't have it? You can play Storm, okay? Storm is a good replacement. It will destroy your own back row for free, and you get popping. The big problem with Storm is that it will cause your Gear Town to miss the timing though. So it's only going to be good when used with the Ancient Gear Fortress, which cannot miss the timing. Otherwise, cards like Galaxy Cyclone, they're just so good because you could pop your own set card, then later you could banish it to pop your own face-up card. So your face-up field spell or your face-down Fortress, wherever it is, pop it. And if you don't want to use Storm because it makes your Gear Town miss the timing, you could play Dispel. Dispel onto your Gear Town, it's going to pop it, it will summon your Reactor Dragon, then you're going to go in, and you are good. Now, to make the Gear Town more consistent, we're going to search it with the Pathfinder. Pathfinder, Tribute, search for the Gear Town, pop it with your Galaxy, pop it with your Double Cyclone, then you're winning. If you're not popping, you're using the Middle Age Mech skill, which will start the game with an Ancient Gear Castle. As soon as you and your opponent combined normal summon or set a monster twice, you get 2 counters. Then you get to remove those counters to summon, normal summon your Ancient Gear Reactor from your hand. So that's another way to get it on the field. It's also another spell face up that you could use Double Cyclone with. Now another great thing is the Wyvern. Wyvern, similar to the Reactor, your opponent cannot activate monster effects when it's attacking. So if it attacks, they can't Sphere Kribo, they can't activate Winda, it stops everything. And on summon, it will search for Reactor so that you can normal summon with your skill. On summon, it can also search for the Fortress, so you could pop it to special summon a Reactor from your hand or graveyard. The extra deck is literally whatever you want it to be. You're not going to be able to use the extra deck if you use your Fortress because you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Ancient Gear monsters. But let's say you open up Breaker, pop your Gear Town activates summon a Wyvern, Wyvern search for a Reactor or a Fortress. You could then exceed. You can make a Dweller, make whatever you want. I barely touched these, so don't worry if you don't have them, but they're pretty good to have, whatever you have. Very quick, let me show you a play so you could learn how these cards work. So we all know, we all hate Canadia, we hate Karma Cut. This is how you can play around it. So with your Gear Town, you could set your Gear Town face down. You could play your Fortress face up. Now when you summon your Reactor Dragon, your Reactor Dragon cannot be targeted by card effects. You're going to Galaxy Cyclone, you're going to pop your Gear Town, and then it's going to activate to summon a reactor. It could be from the deck. So from the deck, boom, on the field. Then they want to Canadia, they want to Karma Cut, but they can't. So you attack with your reactor, and then after it deals 3,000 damage, or 3,300 damage, which is in this case, because we're boosted by the castle, it activates. It will destroy a back row. You probably want to destroy the Canadia or the Karma Cut, right? Wrong. Pop your Fortress. But now that we don't have Fortress, we could be targeted by Canadia. We could be targeted by Karma Cut. Well, you're right, but you're wrong. So the Fortress will activate, we'll summon a reactor, and then the reactor is going to attack for game, and that's it. Well, why didn't they Canadia? Why didn't they Karma Cut? They can't. The Fortress was destroyed in the damage step, activated in the damage step, summoned a Reactor Dragon in the damage step. Can you Canadia or Karma Cut in the damage step? No, they don't alter attack and defense. Otherwise, they don't specifically say that they could be activated in the damage step. So, summoned in the damage step, it can't be used. Okay, well, how about I Canadia or Karma Cut before you attack? You can't. You can't activate cards between attacks. I pass priority back to you of when you could activate your back row when I declare my attack. Well, if I declare an attack, we read the reactor says, your opponent cannot activate spell, traps, or monster effects. So, can't be used on the summon since it's the damage step. You can't use between the attacks because you don't have priority to do so. I declare an attack. The card says you can't activate. I win 6,000 damage. You could have Sphere Karibos, Canadias, Karma Cuts. You can't stop this. Thank you, Conan, for the idea, and that is the deck. Fools. The Burly Man, thank you for Nelly vs. B. Loving it. Porcaro Pock, thank you for the Papega book. 3 months away from the DLM midlife crisis. Shorts Youngster with the Prime, thank you so much. I Hangster, Mom's credit card coming in clutch. You know it, thank you for the 2. Papega book. Okay, we're gonna pop the back row. Pop the back row. Pulse, well, even if you flip to face up, it don't matter, we don't care. We do not care. All right. Now we could set the Gear Town. And we got Fortress. Let's go, let's go. Let's summon a breaker. Let's get breaking. Let's get breaking. We breaking. Let's go. Galaxy Cyclone. Pop the field spell deck versus field spell deck. Which has the better field spell? Well, of course we do. Wyvern.
Swoop to the field, ancient gear wyvern. Ancient gear wyvern's effect activates.
Reactor to the hand. Pop our own back row. Now, should we exceed?
I activate my continuous spell. Ancient gear
Reactor. If we make a Spooter Banishee Chain, sends the field spell to the graveyard, then activates someone's monster from the hand, then it's not lethal. So you know what? I'm thinking we just keep this fields. Back to Fortnite. That's all it takes to win. Break the fool. Let's go. Exclamation mark auto duel. Click on that deck. That's the deck. That's the deck you're going to use.
I summon a monster in attack position.
Obsolete 13 months of Duel Links, and I'm loving my cards that I used to beat most of the meta decks all the way. Send you guys my best regards to Gia and you, Dkayed. Thank you for the 1 month of being a Gia. Omega Leonidas. Thank you so much again for your Tree Fitty. Yes. Let's give us some synchros. Oh my. Oh my. So by activating the Fortress, it uses up the negate. Perfect. Okay. Let's go. No Karma Cut. No cut. Grab a Gear Town. We'll set the Gear Town. Both of his back row not activatable. Double Cyclone. He was holding on to his Karma Cut for a better card to cut. Activate. Oh my Jesus. Debunk? What? What the? Reactor Dragon. Welcome. You can't even target my monster. Attack. Eat it. Pop it. 1,500 now. Dkayed, what do you do? If you pop your fortress, are you going to now get Karma Cut? No, he can't Karma Cut because there's no priority between the attacks for him to Karma Cut. We are in the damage step. We are summoning this in the damage step. He could not activate his Karma Cut right now. When I attack, then he could activate Karma Cut, but he could not activate it because you cannot activate cards or effects on the attack of Reactor. So had he had a Karma Cut right there, there was no opportunity to Karma Cut either of my Reactor Dragons. He cannot activate Karma Cut. He can't activate it in the damage step. He can't activate it on the attack. He can't activate it between the attacks. He can't activate it while the fortress is on the field because it's protecting me from being targeted. He just can't activate the Karma Cut. The absolute last opportunity to activate the Karma Cut was on the Pathfinder, but who Karma Cuts a Pathfinder? And had he had done that, I would have double cycled the fortress, popped the other back or the second back row, summoned my reactor, and still went in. That is nuts. Nice. We set. You can't set the turn you activate the Wyvern after, I should say. Let's go, let's go.
Here I go.
Focus.
My turn. I draw a card.
Checks out the 200 bits. I'm not sure if my Desperado's still under review. I sent the Bood and the Despacito as a second video. Thank you, Jackson, my friend. We got you. We got you, my friend. We got you. I think we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. End phase pop it or end phase pop the back row. We're gonna pop. Cruiser. Cruising. We cruising. Let's go. Let's go. Who's got the better field spell deck? Who's better? We are better. Thank you, Jack Sal. Appreciate your support. Loving it.
Here I go.
Talk about this. So if we pop the field spell now, then he does not get an additional summon. But if he has another field spell in the hand, he gets that additional summon. So I'm not going to risk it. We are not going to risk it. Whoa, discarding Treacherous? Imagine how good your hand is to discard Treacherous. That's a really good hand. There can't be another Treacherous because this is only activatable if you have no traps in the grave. Wow. Okay. He boosted.
I set this card face down.
Yeah. About to end the turn. We're about to end your life. Pop the field spell. Pop it. Pop it. Activate it. He held on to a quick play effect. Oh, it's a Sphinx. Sphinxy.
I'm counting on you.
Holy moly, you're huge. Let's go. Activate. Come to me.
My turn is done.
What do we do about that? What we do? Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. We could set the fortress. Double cyclone. Pop it. Pop it. Canadia, flip it back up. What's our exceed? What is our exceed? Fortress. We don't even need to. We could just wipe out his field like this. Wait. Oh, if we activate Fortress, we can't exceed that turn anyway? That's fine. Wipe out the fool. No, do not activate. Wipe out the monsters. Wipe out the fields. Wipe it. Completely wiped. The better field spell deck where I did not even draw the field spell wins it. Yes. Love it. Absolute destruction.
Classroom. They don't work in the real world.